So, last time when we met our heroes, you guys kinda wrecked my Bloodfister. Even when I spent
Did I do that?
half an hour looking for all the possible upgrades for him, that wouldn't be homebrewed and essentially trying me to cheat, but actually using something that books provide. But still, he got fucked in 2 turns or 3 max. Completely
3 or
wiped
4.
out. Feels bad, man.
Hey, don't look at me. That was
Yeah, I know.
completely Demko's fault.
I mean, to be fair, normally I can't do shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Felix?
not really salty. I'm just saying that. Yeah,
The
these
sad part
guys,
is John wasn't here.
don't really have much to counter heavy firepower stuff. Not non-psychic heavy firepower stuff because they have a lot of they hate a lot of shit to counter psychics.
Pew pew.
But oh well, other enemies that are not pure demons and actually can think more and use equipment. Well, there is Haywire Weaponry. There's a not Jinx. What's the
Weapon
basic
Jinx. It's
power?
Weapon Jinx. It's Weapon Jinx.
It's this, so yeah, actually, I should really start using more Psychers against. Should be fun. Anyways, yeah, you killed the Bloodthirster, and basically the period when the Severan Dominant collapses and people are starting to, transitory period of switching back to Imperial colors and under Imperial, etc. And of course, clearing all of that bullshit will happen over the course of the next days. But more or less after you make some confirmation and make sure that yes, the matter, it will be basically up to you. What are you going to do next?
Well, who's taking over in Severan Dominant again?
I mean, the Severan Dominant it's essentially collapsing. So basically, this part of the.
It still has to be reined in, though.
The regional governors have direct control.
No, there was one governor who's basically taking over as subsector governor.
Yeah, this one, the Omsword guy, Gabriel Dersin. Yeah, he will have some power in the sector, and he's essentially your ally. But also the other person that will have a lot of say, sort of like sector commander, governor, even will be Johan with his fleet that will make sure that nobody will try something stupid over the course of the next few weeks more.
All right. Well, while we're here, might as well get something out of the way. This isn't even something that has happened in character. It's just something that this wants to make sure is done. What he's going to do is go to the new quote-unquote subsector governor. And basically, he wants to ensure that he always has not a base of operations, more like a sanctuary on this planet.
You mean on Kulf or on Omsword?
Both. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, your current influence is what, about 80?
80 is actually more than that. It's like 88.
4.
Where is it?
Oh, you're slightly higher, I think.
I mean, I always assume when he gets influence, when he gets 2, it's for everyone. This is the party thing.
I think the Inquisitor gets slightly more.
Maybe, but actually, I could have sworn we all basically have the same. It's just
I thought we had the same too.
Yeah,
I think we have the same. It's just a matter of the Inquisitor might have in character a more direct route of
I
accessing it.
say 86, so I don't know.
I will check to see what I have because I've normally been pretty good at keeping
Mine
track of it
says
lately.
86.
I have 84 is my most recent
However,
one, but I might be 2 behind.
we should have just. Hold up a sec.
What's the problem?
Actually, oh wait, did we get any influence from killing that bloodthirster? That's what I should have asked.
What's our EXP at?
You know what? Okay, because some people saw it and it was particularly brutal and efficient method for dealing with him. You get every one of you gets like 4 influence points, so technically all of you should be at 90.
Yes, 90. So let's just agree for the record, we're at 90 so that we can keep a little better track of influence.
Yeah, Gabriel Dersin, who for now, basically you as an Inquisitor would know it, that it seems like the high commanders, leaders, etc., they are pretty good at deceiving stuff and making sure that, yeah, history is written by the victors. So, yeah, you don't have to be... basically, the reports that will go to Segmentum Command and especially High Lords of Terra will be that, yeah, some people will be executed, but a lot of the like current governors like Gabriel will keep their post. And he will be like on the fast track to being like a proper sector governor. And he was like, shit, I mean, not in character. Shit, man, I owe you this much. Sure, you. Like, yeah, he'll make arrangements. So you'll have essentially a base of operations, you know, complex. As Kulf will be slowly rebuilding, he'll make sure that a large part of the planet will be essentially like off the limits. And they will raise up some buildings, repair some buildings, which will be like mostly empty, and some basic stuff. So they will be ready for you to use.
Earth.
Yeah. Also, as the like time passes, at some point in time, you will find Xantis. You will find a message on paper. Fold the message on piece of paper. You recognize the handwriting, which says, "Busy, but will drop by soon enough." And yeah, you will recognize Benjamin's. Wait, he would
His
probably
visits are always fun.
he would probably also throw in something that. Oh yeah. What was her name? Oh yeah, and then postscriptum. Farisa is working on the.
Perfect.
And you can probably guess what kind of meeting he's referring to, yeah?
Yes. Pretty easy. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay.
As for the other things, it was all. Basically, what I'm going to say, like out of character, if you like, you can stay in the sector and just do stuff, but 2 things will happen. But I'm saying this out of character because if you move out and go somewhere else, then obviously this won't happen to you guys. One thing, yeah, you'll receive astropathic, and from not Caden directly, but you'll be able to easily guess that it is from him. Just with like 3 words. No, or 2 words. Like question marks. Like debriefing question mark.
Yep, that was on the to-do list. So, simply put, Xanthus is going to call a meeting, say, we're going back to Scintilla. It is time to report to the Lord Inquisitor.
Yeah, if like Kenneth is in the meeting, then he'll like salute. Of course, sir. I'll inform the others.
Good.
Yay, back to civilization.
Oh, and Kenneth, inform the other commanders. Inform the other commanders that they are to meet with me in my quarters in, shall we say, 2 hours, and it's mandatory.
He salutes. Very well. Out of character. Can you? Which commanders do you?
The company commanders, the command squad.
Okay. So like more or less platoon or squad. Because
Yes.
your company in total has 150 people. That
Think of it. How many of them died when they started killing each other? I remember one of the 2 groups fell prey to the Bloodthirsters thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow,
yeah,
that's lucky.
the magnitude was by half. So yeah, technically I rolled 7, but that's way too low. Let's say 21 people.
21. All right, 50 minus 21 is 29. So we have 129 left.
Although to be fair, I assume that at the earliest convenience you will ask for more.
True. I am right in the middle of what's effectively my center of power. So, yep. Yo, look at all these fresh Severin troops we've got. And over there, look at all these fresh Imperials who have nothing else to do.
That's more or less true, but there are some exceptions, or like not exceptions. Obviously, you are Inquisitor, but like they will need some troops to police and make sure that the situation will be stable. Other stuff which you'll learn because when Johannes learns that you are leaving, he will swing by to meet you, or if you go to him before that. Yeah, but we'll get to that because I kinda starting jumping all around. So yeah, Kenneth will, yeah, very well, and he'll go inform other platoon and squad leaders.
Okay.
Anything else from that scene, or you were just informing? Okay, then if nothing else, then you can flash forward to 2 hours later when you have leaders and officers from the all of them standing like straight up with saluting in.
At ease, all of you. I'm sure you're wondering what it is I've called you in here for. So I'll get straight to the point. You are all extraordinary individuals. You were trained by me and my cadre personally. Your willpower is unimaginable compared to the vast majority of your fellow humans. And yet, that raises a bit of a problem. Your willpower is extraordinary. However, not everyone's is quite as vast as yours. It has occurred to me with this previous battle that some of our men might be, how shall I say this gently? Liable to corruption or insanity. And so, rather than police 150 individuals almost constantly, I decided that I would make this a bit of a test for you 6. You are going to be the ones who keep your men in line, and if you suspect that any are falling to heresy, it will be your duty to. Do I really need to finish the sentence?
All of their voices respond, "No, sir."
Good. You are all inquisitorial acolytes. That title comes with some responsibility that I haven't exactly been giving to you. With that being said, have any of you noticed anything suspicious within the ranks? When he says that, he actually is looking more toward Exalta than the other 5. After all, she is more of the pious sort.
Okay, kinda mixed up, because I always assume that when you're talking about commanders, the NPCs, they are part of command squad, like single squad. So like Kenneth is leader of the role, and they are like under him, and there are like other NPCs, nameless guys who are leading other squads and platoons.
Oh no, when I said the commanders, I was referring to just those 6.
Okay, so Exalta like thinks for a moment. Also, what was her name? Ignacia kind of like looks between you and her, and then she says that, well, I will make sure that none of them fall to corruption, and if God Emperor forbid they will do, the punishment will be. And then she says, as far as I can tell, I don't feel tinges of corruption in. And then like she pauses, looks at Ignacia, and finishes that. Although some of them that were fighting the Bloodthirster, they were quite shaken after the ordeal. I mean, that's, well, got affected by his roar, I guess. But from what I can tell, they are dealing with this, the drinking and trying to. No, she only says the usual way. That's what she says. She doesn't elaborate on that.
Oh, Xanthus knows what the usual way is.
Snacks?
Yes, of course. What else would it be? Very well. With that being said, well, is there anything actually? No, save that for later. With that being said, you're all free to go. Except Solon, Exalta, you two stay here.
Exalta for a moment like looks confused and bristles because she's like thinking, I think with this one, with the Psyker, what did I do? But she's like, yeah, like she puts a mask of tranquility on her face, and is like, yeah, boss, sure, and then like stay. The rest salutes off and return to their quarters or doing whatever they will be doing with their people.
Solon, you, much the same as myself, are a psyker. That puts a bit extra responsibility on your shoulders. You are perhaps the third most powerful psyker on this ship.
I'm gonna say when you said that you are a psyker, yeah, he's gonna test his luck. He's gonna cheekily say while still like trying to be like official. I noticed that, sir.
Little smile. Little chuckle. My point is, I need you to be especially mindful of your fellow psychers. And should something happen to go wrong on the battlefield, or even off of it, I'm going to be relying on you to fix it there and then. Am I understood?
Clear like a sun, sir.
Good. Dismissed. And when it's just him and Exalta, he just looks her in the eye for a moment. Exalta.
Sir?
Listen to this glorious music of mine. I probably should have just let that go, but I don't know who that is. And I don't like getting calls from people I don't know. Okay. No, I'll call them back in a minute. You are going to have the most difficult task of them all.
Should I raise an eyebrow?
The rank and file can be dealt with by any member of the command squad. However, to quote an old Terran phrase, who watches the watchers? That's going to be you.
She like not really smiles, but there's this look on her face that anticipation. That's what you see on her face, and like desire to prove herself.
Now, I'm going to ask that you not immediately kill your fellows at the drop of a hat, unless you catch them in the act directly, shall we say. Otherwise, if it is mere speculation, bring the matter before me. I trust you with this because you're supposed to be the most pious of them, thus the least susceptible to corruption. Do you accept the task?
Of course, sir. This is what I was trained and raised in the ranks of Ecclesiarchy. My judgment will be swift, true, and just.
Excellent. If you require anything, please do not hesitate to ask.
Of course, sir. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Very well, Hierophant. You're dismissed.
Yep. She salutes and turns around and leaves the room.
While I still have this spotlight, Zenth is going to go down to the Manufactorum. Needs to talk to Sigmund. I don't seem to recall him ever asking a very important question.
This sweet irony. Like a lot of the times during social stuff, I really fucking struggle to give anything to Sigmund, and Yeah, it's no problem. I'm just like laughing at the timing and irony.
Let's see here. Well, while I'm waiting on him, is there anything I need to talk to Zhao about? Oh. Nope.
So considering Simon is still talking, maybe do the scene with Johannes, because either he would come to you to inform me about something, or
Actually, just a minute. I'm gonna see who this was who was calling me. While we have a slightly free moment. This shouldn't take more than a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself.
Shit. I'm kind of forgetting which NPCs had the most interactions with Zhao, so maybe I could think of something for him.
Oh, his interactions are mostly superficial. He doesn't actually get close to a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean,
He spends time with a lot of them. It's
yeah,
just mostly.
thinking about it, yeah, Zhao feels that, yeah, everyone aside from him is inadequate, like lower position. Well, maybe except other noble.
A little bit with the captain, but other than that, no.
Yeah, Ignacia. Although
Apparently,
Yeah.
it's no one.
the problem with Ignacia, more or less, I was
Yeah.
starting to think that she was inching more towards interacting with
Meg.
Meg.
Of course, he's not here, is he?
Yeah, and that's the problem. And with Zhao, it was more like he's training me, so I'm gonna prove myself. Fucking plus 90 to Medicare. Oh well, too bad plus 60. Zach. Say something, guys?
Hmm?
Oh, I was fucking afraid for a moment
Yes.
that fucking my.
Oh no, I was just getting a YouTube video
Ah.
to put in.
This is still your girl.
Yep.
He doesn't care that much, actually.
Let me put this on vibrate.
Besides, he's a noble. He probably has some sort of arranged marriage that's not actually called that, but is set up between him and some other member of the other
Okay, I'm back.
family.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so
You
you
are
can.
not forgiven.
Xanthus, you
Okay.
can do a scene.
Oh, right. Xanthus goes to the Manufactorum and requests to be taken to Sigmund. I don't know how relations work with the Mechanicus. I'm assuming that they'll just take him to him.
Someone will probably tell me, communicate to me that you want to talk to me, and I will come. They don't need to take you to me. They have
Alright.
shit to do.
Yeah,
They don't need to be running
happens more.
So yeah, I'll come.
So you
guys
guys
meet,
meet, obviously in a private place, making sure that no one will over or eavesdrop on you. So, what do you wanted to talk to Sigmund about, Xanthus?
You needed something?
It was. I don't remember how long ago this was, so shrug. A while ago, you seemed to have a problem within the Mechanicus. Am I correct in assuming that that problem has been resolved?
As far as I understand, yes.
Is it anything that will affect either myself or our missions?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm monitoring it as best I can.
Very well.
There was a small heretical group within the Mechanicus forces on this ship.
Hmm.
They've been detained and are being examined.
Works for me. My apologies for disturbing you. And he makes his leave.
Out of character, that's literally all he can say because he doesn't know more.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Zygmunt made rolls and sadly
he
didn't
rolled
get
extremely poorly
good
on
enough.
possibly knowing what that was.
And unfortunately, this is a matter that I don't think Santos or Zhao could actually know. So
No, it's not possible. There's literally it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, Cult of the Dragon is very, very, very tightly
Unless you're
kept
10,000 years old, there's no way you'd know.
bitch, I might be.
No.
But GM.
No, you are not. You are not Warhammer equivalent of Old Man Henderson. I reserve that. That role is already taken by Benjamin.
Damn it. Oh well.
Although to be fair, as I wrote on handout, he's less Henderson, more ripoff of Doctor Who.
Well, that's
Combined
all I
this-
needed. Santos just needed to hear that that situation was being taken care of. Don't want to
By
have
the
the
way,
ship stop in midair. or in
Speaking
space.
of monitoring the situation, has anything else like that popped up since?
As far as you can tell, not really. You didn't spot any new scribblings, writings, and Antalius also didn't report you anything.
Okay.
By the way, that's actually a good question maybe for Joe, because Sigmund, if I ask him how his day-to-day stuff looks like usually in terms of interactions, then I imagine he's like, yeah, sitting in manufactorium doing a mechanical shit.
He's he makes himself
There's a
available
lot to do.
to the Mechanicus. Yeah, he's in the Manufactorum, not doing unless he specifically has something to do. He's not doing anything specific.
Yeah, I assume as much.
People, in theory, if they're doing their jobs correctly, they know what their jobs are. They know what they have to do, and he doesn't need to get in and micromanage, which is why no one would, escort. What's his name? He would be told that, hey, someone is here to talk to you, and he would go talk to them.
That's I'm gonna assist in Zhao's response.
Oh, I'm not sure what Joe's day would look like. He's research, probably stints in whatever the passage for medical bay.
Research anything specific or just general stuff?
Collating a lot of reports, looking at just general things. If he has time for experimentation on Xenos biology or matters, or been subjects that were caught and maybe try to get a look to see how they take. But that's probably a bit rare. I imagine he spends a lot of time on the Medicaid side of things.
Okay. So, yeah, maybe not casually, but business-like, you might have some interactions with Ignacia because she also works Medic Bay, looking after and making sure that her skill is not rusty, not getting rusted. How do you say that? But currently, I don't have any scene for anything specific or topic to talk, so yeah, this is just general. Okay, so as you will be preparing to leave, Xanthus, you will first get a message from Admiral's ship asking if he can swing by,
Of course.
and then yeah, he will arrive with small entourage, just to make sure that he will be protected, but not enough to, not big enough. He doesn't want to make any show of force or rope. So
Good.
yeah, so he steps in and probably sits one of the chairs in. After a period of usual greetings.
Hold that thought for just a second. Gonna see if that was a knock or if I'm going crazy.
Sort of all about
That was a knock.
I'm sorry. Are you still up to going Warhammer?
When?
We're thinking around 9.
Alright.
We're thinking about taking it over there.
Hopefully Sigmund will have some scenes out of combat.
Cool.
But as you know, I'm struggling to figure out stuff for him, so
It's not your fault.
One thing that I might
Sorry about
be
that.
somewhat doing is setting the groundwork for essentially when or if we get to level 13, I'd be possibly taking Shadow Lord and Lord of Domains. Lord of Domains is easy because noble, but Shadow Lord, just kind of getting a spy network going. He does a lot of things with information, I imagine, as well.
okay. I mean, I can see it. Yeah, basically, you are
I'm a sage. I collate a lot of information. So a lot of information comes in, I analyze it, I make reports.
Oh, Shadow Lord is an interesting name, but I get it. How does it work? It's like CK2 Spy Master / Conciliar.
Sure, I already have that.
Anyways, yeah. After a period of greetings, small talk, Admiral, I didn't fail to notice that you and your men are preparing to leave. And before that happened, I wanted to inform you about where I will be with my fleet, and about assignments, what will be happening in the sector while you will be gone.
Always a good idea to know where my allies are.
Yes. If you have a map, then wait, periphery? No, maybe Galaxy sector would be better one. Although I'm not sure. I don't think any of those maps will show where the gate to Jericho Reach is placed. Oh well. Yeah, so he says, well,
It's the farthest east and a little bit to the north. I'm farthest west, I mean.
so he says, smaller part of my forces is staying back to provide transportation for troops, just in case somebody thinks of doing another rebellion. But majority of my forces, ships, and a lot of troops, obviously mostly newly gained ones or regained. He gives a mithril smile. That will, in the name, acting as a penal button. They will be sent to Jericho Reach, and it's my task. Reinforce the sector, make sure that the gate is, and then he thinks for a moment, and then he realizes that you are the fucking, and I got one more directive, and it might be of interest of you to see. You are the Inquisitor after all. Then he pulls out a paper. It's original command from the rather order from the segmenting command, obviously top secret, which simply in the case of catastrophic defeat of Imperial forces in the Jericho Reach, and they're mostly the primary scenario being the High Fleet Kraken, I think it was named, advancing too quickly towards the gate. they are giving Admiral Johannes authorization to destroy the gate using all means necessary.
It truly speaks to it speaks to the terror of the Tyranids that we would destroy that gate rather than risk them being able to use it.
Yeah, he will like think for a moment. Well, sir. Oh no, you're like on the name basis, so well, it is true that Tyranids are a threat. After all, not so long ago, yeah, I don't remember if you told him or not, but I'm gonna say that after that time, he knows, he managed to learn, even if you.
This told him, yeah.
Yeah, after all, you did order an exterminators on a planet infested by them.
Yes, about one of the hardest decisions I've had to make so far. Yet I felt it was necessary to keep them, or rather, a new strain of them, from being unleashed into the greater Imperium.
He nods. I cannot. I would say I understand your position, but my words wouldn't sound true. After all, I have no power to command lives of millions. But it's good to see that the Inquisition has someone like you who takes his duty seriously. There's someone that's not drunk with power.
Oh my. If only you were talking to Moriana, she would probably have a very different opinion.
Do you say that in character?
Yep.
So he would say like Chuck. Well, I didn't know her that well, but my gut feeling told me that that woman usually had a problem with authority on principle. And then he would like think for a moment, speaking of her, sorry for asking, but what happened with her? Is she even alive?
Oh, she's alive. She's just... What would he say to this? Because he probably shouldn't tell the truth this time. Oh, goodness. What would he say? She's just in a better place. She's been reassigned, shall we say. But she is very much alive.
And Tracy.
And she probably has Eldar face buried, pretty deep. Wait, what? Who said that?
Let's not go.
No, this does not say that in character. Goodness, no.
She has face full of elder. I'm. Yeah.
Like, are you joking? No.
Yeah. No, this is like joke. This doesn't happen in character.
Fuck no.
What he would. I think there was something else I wanted to mention. Fuck, I forgot. Maybe you have anything else you want to ask him about or inform him?
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, just so you know.
Assuming that you guys are here.
Yeah, just so you know, getting a replacements, like getting back up to 150 will be no problem.
Eat. I'm just gonna take some men to go. Some men for the road, for old time's sake. Brief.
Yeah, considering what you faced, yeah, there's absolutely no problem. It speaks a lot about you, your men, and your level of skill that you didn't suffer more casualties when facing with that demon.
I'm gonna take a moment to just brush some dirt off my shoulders. Do you know that? Do you know that song, Matt?
What?
Oh, don't worry about it. Oh goodness, that would have made me laugh so much if you knew that song.
I whip my head back and forth.
No. That is not the song I'm referring to.
Yeah, that reference flew over my head. Yeah,
Demko knows
so
that song I'm talking about, I think.
yeah, if that's all then. Yeah, after small talk, he will beat you far away.
I'm
Make his way back to his ship, and then onwards to.
Later on, man. And in my case, it's time to return to Scintilla.
Yep. I'm going to say that considering everything, and that you waited, making sure that everything doesn't collapse, goes to a few days this, few days that, and then travel back to Scintilla, then yeah, you get another.
Money, 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 money.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the travel to Scintilla will take 2/2.5 weeks, something along those lines.
I have so much guilt and nothing
Probably
to do
3
with
or
it.
something.
You have so much guilt? I don't even know where this is going now. I don't know what to do with it. What do I do with 300,000? Actually, more than that.
Above.
I mean, I will have an idea
Why?
because this is something I wanted to give you a chance to do for some time when you get to Scintilla.
Shall I start putting towards my own ship?
But the problem
I have
is, I have no
34K.
fucking clue, and I cannot be bothered looking up rules for ship. But you could use that money to upgrade your light